the government. You see, some of us government officials, let's not forget, we are just working in government. We are human beings and fellow Nigerians. When we are approached by investors, developers, that they want to build or they want to buy, and they say, please help me to check if this is a good place to buy. And you go about, you know that place is not the right place. But you come, you collect bribe, you take money and say, don't worry, they'll do ratification. Don't worry, we'll do this. Don't worry, with all kinds of lies. And that person go ahead trusting you to buy that place or to invest in that area. Then tomorrow, 10 years later, when government comes, you are no longer anywhere to be found. You are no longer in that parastatal. You're no longer working with government, or you're still working with government. There's nothing you can do for the person. You just took money because of your greed, because of your selfishness. It's sad. Because nobody will tell me that how can over 50 units of houses be built in an area. They will build it, the building will be completed, it will be sold, people will be living there, and government is not aware. Only for government to come, sometimes 5 years later, 10 years later, to come and say, that is the wrong place for you to build. You built in the right of way, you built on canal and all of that. Where was the government when they were building? Let's say the people cut corners. Is it not why we have government? To help us nip it in the bud before it becomes a full-fledged development? If the government officials that come there, because you cannot tell me that people will build up to that extent and government officials will not come. They would have come, local government people would have come, they will know, but they will collect money and turn the other eye. Because there is no way the developers will be bribing, and who is collecting the bribe? There is no way the developers will be cutting corners. They are not in alignment with someone. They are not in agreement with someone in cutting corners. So we are all to be blaming this thing. Now let me talk about the developers. As a developer, please, can we build for legacy's sake? Can we build for the future? Can we build with integrity? You already know, by the time you charted that thing, you know, they've told you. You know, but you still went ahead. You say you will settle here, you will pay here. Government officials came, you know. But because you know the government officials also, they are looking for money, they are greedy. And you too, you want to also make money. You give them money, you cut corners. This is sad. We should also have some integrity. Everything is not about money. If you are building in a place and you find that there is something wrong, why don't you stop that building? Why don't you generally even do your due diligence to the place that you are getting it right? Why would you? Because I lived in the quarter. I literally saw when the canal was being sand-filled. And I said to my wife, even then, I said, this thing, we'll come and demolish it one time. I saw it, like, even that time I was not even in real estate. I'm talking about 6, 7, 8 years ago. I saw it. We just moved into a quarter. When we were living at a quarter GRA, there was no gate house. There was that canal like that down. And in my very before, I saw people bringing sand filling it, and start bidding until they reduced the canal from the size to one small drainage. And they did, even our gatehouse, they did a drainage for it, for us to move into our gatehouse. When these people came last year, they marked our gatehouse for demolition. So it wasn't as if it was done without people knowing. People did this thing, spent money. So there must be a conniving somewhere. There must be an agreement between government officials, developers, and the families. And this also goes to the families that sell this land. Because of your greed, you're moneyless. You will do anything to just sell this land so you can cash out. You will sell to one person, sell to another person. It's just madness. And I'm not saying I've not gone through. I've also gone through these things. Sometimes the truth of the matter is that you will do all you can do. Everything will be right, yet government will still come to demolish. And that one is when it overrides public interest. That is what we are facing in the Lagos-Calabar road. That's a different ballgame. Because that one, it overrides public interest. And that's what the Land Use Act is for. For development, government can come. But you see, if you've done your due diligence and you did the needful, government will compensate you. As a developer, if you've done the needful, at least you can look your client in the eyes and say, look, I've done the needful. This is government coming because of the right of way, because government wants to develop this area. So that will be a different conversation. But the one that is happening in Qatar, that is not the matter. People literally built on canal. Most of them don't have building approvals. They don't. Don't let anybody to bring sentiment into that conversation. They don't. I saw it happening in my very before. And even at then that I didn't know anything about real estate, I said to myself and I said to my wife, they'll come and demolish this thing. Because, we live there and whenever there's rain season, water enters our compound. It was that tough. So we already knew that the canal has been reduced. And finally, let's talk to the realtors, my fellow realtors. Please, when we are selling, it's beyond our commission. Let's not put our commission in the front of what we are doing. Let's also look at our clients and put ourselves in their shoes, right? Let's look out for them. Let's tell our clients the truth. Let's be honest. I know some of our clients, they need a year with coconut head. You'll be talking to them, they'll tell you, don't worry. Hey, there's this my friend. I know my friend, I trust him. And they will just give the friend the money. You are trying to advise them, they will not buy from you. You go and give one of their friends. See that my friend is the developer. He's building house. They think because it's their friend that is building the house, they are immune. And the ones that you advise, after you advise them and you give them the bill, what it will cost them to do verification and do due diligence, they will not want to. They will not want to pay. They will say, no, are you not there? Have you not checked it? Have you not verified it? And even some of them will not want to pay your commission for the work that you've done. I know it's that bad. But again, let's not forget, this business is a long-term business. It's not about ourselves. It's about our clients. It's about our investors. So we should, go over and beyond, help them, check, verify, use our contact, use our connection to find out if these properties are worth the salt for us to sell before we sell. We should not just be selling for every Tom, Dick, and Harry that calls themselves a developer. And when you find out a developer that is defaulting, not delivering on his promises, or are cutting corners, even with the quality of their building, you want to stay away from that developer and no longer promote his or her product. And look for those that you can trust and start promoting that product, showing the genuineness of your heart that you are here for the business, for your client, and not just for yourself. So here's the truth. In 2025, the newest currency in real estate is trust. Buyers will no longer do business with people that they cannot trust, that don't have any reputation. Developers also will not do business or build property that there's no integrity and there's no legacy. And honestly, investors will no longer give money to people that will put their peace at risk. So to all buyers, investors, developers, realtors, and even government officials, let's prevent Nigerian from happening to us. This Nigerian happening to us is a function of all of us. It's not always the government. If we all do better, we'll have a country that is better for all of us. So in this 2025, if you're interested in investing in real estate and ensuring that your peace is protected, your interest is protected, and you get the best out of your investment, call us, DM me, and here to help you build a strategy to give you the result that you desire and deserve. Like I always say, it will help you.